Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mimir, and today we're going to be checking out a new game called Shadowveil Legend of the Five Rings. Now, I'm going to be straight up with you. I recorded a couple of videos for this previously, so this is not my first time playing the game. However, those videos, the sound quality wasn't up to snuff, so I scrapped them and I've decided we're going to record some new ones. So yeah, basically, from what I've gathered from what I've played maybe like 2 hours of the game, it's sort of a auto battler card, like deck builder roguelite sort of thing. It's a mashup of a lot of different genres with like a similar fight, like battle screen to like tactics games like Final Fantasy Tactics. You have heroes that have different abilities that you equip them with, items you can equip them with, you can combine equipment together to make more powerful equipment, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, should we just get straight into it? Let's do that. Yes.
Rokugan is in turmoil. The great clans are all vying for dominion over their wounded empire. While they bicker, the terrors of the Shadowlands tirelessly claw at the southern border. For 1,000 years, the Crab Clan alone has kept those horrors at bay. For 1,000 years more, their wall must stand.
Okay. Let's play tutorial. So, one thing that I will...
Samurai of the Crab,
Okay.
listen up.
Keep on talking.
Do any of you see the ancestral war banner of the Hida up there on the wall? No? That's because while you fine folks played samurai dress-up last battle, a goblin scampered up the battlements, snatched our banner, and ran off. We don't want to be known as the samurai who lost an ancestral relic to the Shadowlands. So listen up. Here's the plan. We find that goblin, squash it like a cockroach, snag our banner back, and never mention this to anyone, ever. We'll be back before the sake has dipped below lukewarm. That's a promise. Let's move. Ah, a few strays. You, fight these goblins with me.
Okay. Deploy. Drag a unit from your squad onto the battlefield. Where you deploy your units has a significant impact on how the combat will play out, so place them with care.
Drag yourself over here. The sooner we get rid of these beasts, the sooner we can get back to the watchtower.
There we go. Start battle. Click here to unleash your units and let the battle commence. Before we click that, I just want to say, this game is pretty tough. So in my experience playing with it, I struggled winning a run for my first couple of attempts. I think the game expects you to get some upgrades first and level up a few of your units and get equipment and crap for them. So I will say, if you're coming into this video and with the expectation of seeing a full complete run, you might want to wait until the next video, because this is basically just going to be tutorializing, having a look at the game, checking it out, seeing what we can do, not necessarily winning, but just learning the game. And yeah, with that being said, let's start the battle.
Come get it!
Whoa! Failed Groku's test!
Awesome. Killed 3 enemies, dealt 201 damage, and evaded 2 times. Easy peasy.
Mokuna's tincture. Ugh, can't drink that, but could be useful in other ways.
Okay. By the way, I gotta say, I bloody love how cards look on this game. They're like 3D rendered images. It's so pretty, so nice. Yeah, this is Mokuna's Tincture, an active ability with a cooldown of 5 seconds. It applies Weakened 6 to enemies within 5 tiles of the target, and Weakened is a status effect that increases incoming damage by 4%. That's per stack. So with 6 on top of an enemy, what's 4 times 6? 24? Where 24% extra damage for anything that's hit by that.
And I nabbed this map off of a scout. Heard him say something about a goblin nest near the mountain pass.
Okay. Inventory. This is your inventory. All the abilities and items you find during your expedition will accumulate here. You've discovered Mokuna's Tincture, and by dragging and dropping it onto Masahiro, you can equip him with the ability. There we go. This is the deck building aspect that I was on about, by the way. Inventory. You have equipped your first ability. The unit will automatically use this ability in combat as often as possible. You may exit the inventory by clicking the button in the top left. So, before we do that, let's have a quick look at this guy's stats. So, Hida Masahiro, level 3. That's the level there. He is a berserker. Not sure what that means. He has the mastery Provoking Presence, which taunts all units entering into a 1-tile radius around the berserker. 1,200 health, 69 attack power, 6 attack speed. I think the yellow numbers... Yeah, the number being yellow reference it being increased from a character level up by the looks of things, or just a bonus, attribute bonus on top of the base. Like these grey numbers or white numbers here, I think are just base stats. We've got Kairahito, who's an engineer with the masteries Battlefield Barricade. Deploy an indestructible barricade at target position. And finally, we've got Hirumi Kiichi, level 2 scout, who has mastery Scout Mark. Marked unit is targeted by this unit. While Scout's Mark is active, ignore effects of tile modifiers. Let's get going.
I've seen this type of goblin before. Get up close and personal with them, and we'll have the advantage.
Gotta say, I swear. Is there no music anymore? Let's leave it at that. Maybe the music's bugged during the tutorial, I don't know. But we got Inspect Unit. This is a ranged goblin. It is vulnerable to melee attacks. Press shift while hovering over this unit to expand its information and find more out about it. It is a level 1 goblin chucker with 70 health and is ranged. What about this guy? Exactly the same. Sweet. So, we want to put our melee dude there. Do you know what? Let's just have 2 melee guys. Let's switch around. Inspector unit. I already did that. Okay. I needed to press shift after the pop-ups come up. Unfortunately, most of the stats are question mark because we've not actually faced them yet, but that's fine.
More of them, huh? I could probably use Mokuna's tincture against these beasts.
I think so. Access your inventory. It's in there. Let's just start.
I move in the shadows.
Lost in pieces. Killed 3 enemies, dealt 167 damage, mitigated a mere 4 damage. Come on, dude, what you playing at? And evaded 1 time. Pick 1 ability.
I don't understand this ability at all. Where's that witch hunter I sent for?
Earth becomes sky, deal 40 elemental damage. I think EP is elemental power. And apply encumbered to the target and enemies within 2 tiles. Encumbered, an encumbered unit gains -8 attack speed and movement speed. If a unit has 4 instances of encumbered, apply encased to it. An encased unit is unable to attack, move, or cast abilities. Encased units are immune to being encumbered. Okay.
I don't understand this ability at all. Where's that witch hunter I sent for?
Okay, or we can get Cleansing Flames. Deal 50 elemental damage to target and gain 10 crit. I think this has a cooldown of 4 seconds and a range of 10, maybe. And this has a cooldown of 6 seconds and a range of 8. Let's get the Earth Becomes Sky. We got some Fortitude. Will it explain what Fortitude is now? Fortitude is used to make the team stronger as they advance through the Shadowlands. Resets each run. And we got Smelting Stock, currency used in the Watchtower, dropped by goblins. We get +1 command point and healer unit. Command points, you may only deploy as many units as you have command points. The more command points you have, the more units you can deploy on the field. Wonderful. And Hida Masahiro definitely needs healing. Let's move on.
Witch hunter, you got here in your own time, didn't you?
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
you're here, call upon the elemental spirits to toast these pests, will you? Hells, use that cinder step mastery you went on and on about back at the wall.
What do these do? +40 attack for the combat, +40 defense for the combat. So we probably want to move our tank into the defense spot. This is 40 attack. I don't know if her... first of all, let's put Earth Becomes Sky on her. He's not scaling off attack, whereas this guy scales off attack. +10 attack speed, deal 44 damage and apply weakened. Do you scale off attack? I think you do. Yeah. Yeah, Fiery Arrow. Deal 73 damage and apply burning to target and enemies within a tile. Or Haruma's Speed is a passive. Start of combat after 2 seconds, trigger on kill effect. On kill, teleport to enemy farthest away and apply weakened ×3 to it. Then we get stab. Deal 44 damage and apply weakened. Yeah, we'll keep this guy. And yeah, we'll move her there and then let's go.
Watch your backs.
Easy. Killed 3. Oh my god, it was actually her that killed them all. Fair enough. Adept 210 damage and Guardian mitigated 27 damage. That's more like it. Collect your rewards. Jade. Jade is used to make camp, allowing your squad to rest up, heals your units, and resets each run.
Enough work for today. This jade means we can stay in the Shadowlands longer without becoming tainted. Let's make camp here and settle down for a few.
Okay. Now that you have Jade, you can afford to take a breather. Click and hold the camp button to make camp. Each time you make camp, you consume a piece of Jade. Planning your camping well is essential for the success of your quest.
Just missing a bottle of brew and fortunes and wins dice.
Okay,
Don't forget about your duties. This jade only buys us enough time to perform one, so we need to make it count.
we get the camp rations for free. They are your living units are healed 80% of the max health, and your down units are revived and healed for 30%. But when we're getting into a run, all these lock slots will be opened, and you can choose either between camp rations or the other option here, and then you get a choice of one of these 4 options. But for now, we've only got call up reserves. Until your next combat victory, your command points are temporarily increased by 1. And this is a duty. You are the commander of your squad. That means you decide which duty your warriors will perform. You only have enough jade to stick around long enough to perform 1 this time.
There we go. All rested and ready to get that banner back. You're the oversized brute who swiped our banner, huh? Poor choice, my friend.
Okay. Cooldown reduction and...
Samurai,
So...
cut this goblin down and victory is ours! Tonight we celebrate!
Who benefits the most from cooldown reduction? It is Cooney. Yeah. Let's put our mage on the cooldown reduction and less attack speed. I think we put the ranger up there. And yeah. We'll pop them all there. Let's go.
I will do my duty.
The
scouts teleporting all over the place anyway.
You're in over your head, goblin. You dead! What? That sound? Hida. To arms! Yourselves! Don't let him go! No!
Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. I wonder what happened to them. They obviously got annihilated, but by what? Have we got any music yet, game?
Place, little brother?
According to the map, this should be it. The Watchtower of Wistful Strife. Why?
Stop burying your face in that scroll and look at it. Check this guy out. Asleep. He reeks of sake. This is horseshit. This is where they keep Kayu Ishino's legendary warhammer? It deserves better.
These fortifications are crumbling. What happened here?
Ah, the ancestors are smiling down at us. Sukune, Awushi, welcome. I hope your travels were uneventful.
Lord Kuniyori, it is a great privilege to be summoned by our father's most trusted advisor. Your summons did not mention a cause.
He's definitely sus.
War banner is here. I've got to crack some goblin skulls beneath it.
I am afraid I bear terrible news. The ancestral war banner of the Hida has been stolen.
The what? Who? Who took it?
It vanished during a skirmish with the Shadowlands. The Watchtower commander organized a patrol to retrieve it, but he has not returned.
Hold on. Our ancestral war banner is in the damn Shadowlands? Where'd this commander go? I'ma rip his head off!
The Crab Clan requires one of you to take over his responsibilities here at the Watchtower.
And one of us needs to mount an expedition into the Shadowlands to find the patrol?
Your mind is sharper than the finest blade, young Hida. I trust the two of you will solve this problem for our clan, as does your father.
Yeah, you can't wear...
For more than brawn. They demand tactics and foresight, which I have been told I possess.
Okay, chill out, mate. Yeah, that guy in the other the other conversation, you can't bloody wear makeup like that and not be sus. I mean, seriously. White makeup with red, like, going all over you. And is an advisor as well. I think he's got some shenanigans going on there. But
The Shadowlands call for more than brawn. They demand tactics and foresight, which I have been told I possess.
we gotta go for Hida Oushi. Big beefy lady with a giant hammer. How could I resist? Absolutely not. I'm the strongest fighter here. I'll take on the Shadowlands. Everyone else better get out of my way. My warhammer doesn't discriminate between rib cages. Let's do this. Chapter 1, the War Banner. The ancestral War Banner of the Hida is somewhere in the Shadowlands. The Watchtower Commander and his patrol have not been heard from since they left the Watchtower to retrieve it. By the way of the Cooney family's daimyo, Cooney Yori, your father has tasked you with sorting this mess out. He expects results. He always does. The objective is find out what happened to the missing Watchtower Commander. And we get next chapter as the rewards.
All that's left to do is fix that gate so I can move out. I know Sukune will get a handle on things here at the Watchtower while I'm gone.
Let's do it. The gate needs to be repaired before you can leave. Repair for 2 smelting stock.
Now let me out. I'm getting that banner back.
But we get 2 generic guys, I think. Yeah. We can't... obviously, we've not done a run yet, so we don't have any currency. But when we do start getting this kind of currency, we'll do more of a deep dive into what upgrades and what these pieces of gear you can take with you are. Let's go. The Cooney Emissary Courier Commander Hida Masahiro demanded the Watchtower's emissary Cooney Haruka lead one of the regular perimeter patrols in the Shadowlands. Why he promoted our Soul Shindoshi to the position of emissary, only to send her out before the wall was, and still is, a mystery. Her expertise and contacts will be invaluable if you are to rebuild this watchtower. Bring her back, and it will enable you to send formal requests for assistance to the entire Crab Clan. Objectives: find Cooney Haruki and reinstate her as emissary back at the watchtower. We gain missing scout, gain the message, and gain political capital.
A lifetime has brought you here, to the edge of a knife, slitting a path through the Shadowlands.
I think we got to go to that exclamation mark, don't you? Let's get right into it.
The rotting flesh of dead goblins already. Let's find this patrol.
So, let's just familiarize ourselves with the battle screen. We got our 3 characters down here, of which we can only deploy 2 at the moment. So we probably want our main girl out. The health is in the green bars, so 1,800 on a main character and 700 on either of the other 2. Their levels are the numbers next to them. The little symbols here are their classes. Can we get more information on these guys? Why is their information not coming up? Weird. Okay. Up in the right-hand side, we have the auto-battler element. Well, one of the auto-battler elements. The characters can have traits, which is essentially like their classes sort of thing. This one here, so our main character is a bruiser, and when X bruisers are deployed, they gain. If there's 2, allies temporarily gain 150 max health, bruisers gain twice as much. If there's 3 bruisers, all allies temporarily gain 300 max health and bruisers gain twice as much. And if there's 4 bruisers, all allies temporarily gain 300 max health. Bruisers gain twice as much. Additionally, all bruiser units negate the bonus damage from incoming critical hits. So they become immune to crits, which is bloody strong. And then we got our command points down in the bottom right here, which is also denoted up here. So the maximum number of deployed units depends on our command points. We got swap party view, expand or collapse the party view to showcase. Oh, I think I prefer this actually. Showcase equipped cards or just portraits. Cool. So these guys have a basic attack called Swipe that deals 10 base damage and 2 extra from their attack. The extra damage is 30% of their attack value. Okay. Sorry about that. Open the door for me, dog. Right. Where were we? Yeah. Hida Oushi has Heavy Blow that deals 18 physical damage to the target. That's 10 base damage and then plus 8 from attack. It's exactly the same as the Swipe, isn't it? 10 base damage and 30% attack value. Yeah. And this is a rare card as well, which is interesting. Right. We can place our guys anywhere that's highlighted in white. Any hexagon that has a white border. These glowing hexagons have special effects if you put a unit on them. Elemental Spirit Air gain 40 crit, but minus 60 movement speed. That seems good for that guy. Then this gets 40 EP for this combat. EP is elemental power, and we're not really doing elemental stuff. Do you know what? Let's just swap them around.
Courage!
Our guys seem to only be dealing physical damage, so elemental power is, I think, literally useless as a stat. For these characters, at least. Killed an enemy, dealt 85 damage, and mitigated 5 damage. Let's see our rewards. I think we want to go... So, this is Berserker. I think it has a higher chance of having Berserker abilities in, and then this is your generic Samurai abilities. Let's go for Berserker. What do we get? We get all of these. We got another Makuna's Tincture, but this time not legendary. So it has a different effect. Rather than apply weaken 6, it applies weaken 4 to enemies within 3 tiles rather than 5 tiles of the target. Weaken still increases incoming damage by 4% per stack. Then we got Path of Protection. Gives the character a passive. Start combat, gain 15 defense and 20 movement speed. Then we got Heavy Blow. Deal 10 damage to target, and I Am the Wall, an active ability that has a 7-second cooldown, and it gives you shield based on 5% of your maximum health. Shields act as additional HP. A shield amount cannot exceed 30% of a unit's maximum health. And we get all of those cards. We get some Fortitude, we get some Boo. Primary currency for purchasing at the Nezumi merchant resets each run, and then we get some smelting stock for building stuff back home. Now, we definitely want to upgrade. This is what I was talking about. When you get multiple copies of the same ability or card, you can combine them to make something a lot better. In fact, are these different? Oh, I think it's because it's not equipped. It's not showing the full damage, whereas that's showing the full damage. Yeah, that must be it. But yeah, combining them gives it +5 attack speed, an extra 10% attack scaling damage, because this is only 30% attack as bonus damage, whereas this is 40% attack as bonus damage. And then on a critical hit, stun the target for 0.5 seconds. And a stunned unit is unable to attack, move, or cast abilities. We'll absolutely combine them. Lovely jubbly. Alright. And I think we do Path of Protection. on our Berserker is a passive ability that start combat, gain 15 defense and 20 movement speed. So she'll be tanky and zooming around the place. And then Mockina's Tincture can go on you. That is the AoE weaken. And I Am the Wall can go on you for some 40 shielding. Don't know if that's any good.
People used to live here? Must have been a long time ago.
We've got one Gobbo with 125 health. They are speedy, small and fast, and melee. 200 movement speed. Let's compare. So twice as much as our main dude. And then I can't have a look at those guys apparently. Okay. Gain plus 40 defense for this combat on that square. Come on, game. And plus 40 cooldown reduction and minus 20 attack speed. Let's
That looks cool.
pop them there and let's go.
I'm seeing red!
Beautiful.
Another victory!
Easy fight. Let's go. Claim our rewards. Let's get our main person to have another ability slot. Okay, all the basics. Got 3 guys here now. Let's see. 40 attack, 40 attack, and then what's this? 40 EP. I think we just
Get that boost.
get plus 40 attack on both our guys there.
It's hammer time! Stupid!
I'll tell if we're doing more damage. I don't think
She hungers for more.
40 attack equates to 40 more damage. Killed 2 enemies, dealt 261 damage, and mitigated 12 damage. Here we go. Pick one ability. Makuna's Tincture. Apply weaken ×2 to all enemies within 2 tiles. Swipe for just basic damage. Besiege. Deal damage to target. That's based on defense. Okay. Or Field Medicine to heal an ally for 80 elemental... Well, 80 base healing and then 180% from elemental power. I think we'll go for Besiege here. Get that damage, those damage numbers going up. Ooh, and we've leveled up in Fortitude. That means I think we get a command point. We could also get political capital because we do know we need that in base. But no, I think we'll get the command point for now. I think what happened there was it gave us a base attack. Oh, okay. So you need attacks of the same color to combine. I did not know that. So you can't combine. See how this has a blue gem? That means it's rare. And this has a purple, which means it's epic. You need 2 epics to fuse together into a legendary. We got 3 corrupted spirits here.
Some kind of battle was fought here. We could use the terrain to our advantage.
Yeah, these guys normally absolutely whomp me, so we gotta be careful. Spirits are real tough. I think we just keep them in like a defensive line here. This is a spike trap, so hopefully ghosts will come through there. Yeah. Maybe. I think we're definitely gonna have to use a camp after this. Yes, lads. Have 'em. It was all Hida Urushi. Killed 2 enemies, dealt 494 damage, mitigated 131 damage, and evaded once. Beautiful. Yeah, let's make camp here. Just so we can heal to full. And here you go. Do you remember I was saying before these that these would be unlocked when we go into our first run? Well, here you go. So, we've seen camp rations. We can do distribute extra rations. Your units are healed for an additional 70% of max health. So if you pick both of these, then all your units are healed to 100%, healed to full, because it's 80% for living units on camp rations, and down units are revived and healed for 30%. So 30 add 70 is 100%. But we don't have any downed units, so recovering 80% of max health is amazing. Now, do we want to study the crab doctrine? For the next 4 encounters, your units gain plus 30 defense. Do we want to do battlefield studies? For the next 4 encounters, fortitude gain is increased by 15%. Or do we want to get an item component? Let's get an item. An item component is, well, I'll show you now, actually. Invocation scroll. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Not immediately useful to us right now. Can we have 2 heavy blows? No. But we can equip it on our main character. It gives 10 elemental power. Unfortunately, none of her abilities do elemental power. So it's pretty pointless. We got
Ghosts. Everyone.
2
get ready for a
corrupted
fight.
spirits and... Wait. A corrupted champion spirit. Oh, dear, oh dear. That's elemental. Yeah, I think we want to go something like this. Then hopefully this spirit will run into the spikes. Maybe not. It's not looking good for our dude. Oh, he's hanging in there though. He's hanging in there. Go on, son. That's some real bad position in there. One of these guys is definitely gonna die. There we go. We needed our big bonker to come in. With a dead dude. Let's get some more berserker abilities. Oh, okay. We get all of these. Soaring Slice, active, deal 40 elemental damage and apply wounded 1 to the enemy furthest away. We've got Berserker's Barrage, deal 40 damage, plus the bonus is 60% attack, and apply wounded 1 to enemies within 1 tile. It's got an 8-second cooldown. It's got another Path of Protection, and Mokuna's Tincture. We get some Fortitude, Boo, and Smelting Stock as our reward. Lovely. Okay. Let's upgrade Path of Prestige, Path of Protection even. So it goes from 15 defense and 20 movement speed to 35 defense and 35 movement speed. Not too shabby at all. We got a dead guy, unfortunately. Is it 'cause he's I think it's because he's dead. We're going to have to do a make camp again to res him. And I think we're just going to have to distribute extra rations. We can't do any of the other abilities. Let's just heal everyone up to full. And now, do we want Berserker's Barrage instead of Besiege? 100% defense there. Can we have it instead of Heavy Blow? No, we can't. Okay. I'm thinking... Let's get rid of the shielding and put Soaring Slice on. Deal 42 damage and apply wound to the farthest away target. Wound is when ability is activated, deal 10 true damage to yourself. True damage ignores defense. Cool. Into the next fight.
Over here! My escorts are dead, and I need to get out of here!
The Witch Hunter, Kuni Haruka. Right, how are we going to do this? I think we just surround her and then go. Oh yeah, good. The ghosts are attacking our tankiest unit. Amazing.
You've come to bring me back? Masahiro assigns me, a witch hunter, to be an emissary. He then proceeds to ignore my advice. For months. After all that, the fool sent me out here on a perimeter check. And now you're saying I'm needed back at the watchtower? Fantastic.
Well, yeah. Kuni Emissary. Haruka looks somewhat worse for wear, but she's alive, and judging by the vitriol she sputters, even when aimed at the ground or tree, she has plenty of fight left in her. Let's do a tactical retreat. Nice. I think that we don't lose any rewards by doing this. So, in my last attempt, I continued on and got to the boss. Well, I didn't get to the boss on the first try, but I got annihilated in fights after that against tons of ghosts. And I believe I lost a lot of my resources. Let's see. Emissary. The emissary enables you to communicate with different small families of the Crab Clan. Spend your political capital on powerful improvements here. You can now reinstate Kuni Haruka as the emissary.
At her post. We'll at least be able to get some assistance from the rest of the crab.
And this is skill trees. Witch hunters. We need political capital to unlock this stuff. These are skill trees and permanent buffs and passives and unlocks. So we will get to that when we get enough political capital. 30 smelting stock for 15 relics. 30 relics for 2 goblin skulls. Wow. Okay. We can ignore that for now. What's the magistrate got for us? Let's unlock it.
If he's ever gonna get shit done around here, he'll need this base of operations to do it from. Why is he looking at me like that? He wants me to do something, doesn't he?
Okay. Well, we've got our active quest to get the war banner. We can do missing scout. One of my best apprentices has gone missing. He was supposed to survey goblin activity in the Shadowlands at Masahiro's behest. Masahiro foolishly sent him out alone, and now he has not reported back for days. Please find him. Find the missing scout and bring him back to the watchtower, and we unlock Hiruma Diplomatic Advancement Tree and political capital for that. Or we can do the message. Yusuke Jitoshi. I have a favor to ask. I'm waiting for a message from a trader I have done business with, one of the Nezumi. If you happen to pass him by, please mention my name and deliver me my response he may have. His name is Felbush. In return, I will get the Yasuki family to set aside some resources for your expedition. Reach Felbush and retrieve his message. We unlock the Yasuki diplomatic advancement tree and political capital. I think we'll go for the scout first. Let's do that. Because I don't think you can have two things at once. We've won a combat within 10 seconds, so we get 1 political capital and 1 goblin skull for that. How do we unlock the barracks? Barracks are used to recruit, level up units, unlock traits and items, repair for 8 smelting
good.
stock.
The
There we
barracks
go.
are restored. Now all we need are samurai worth their name to make use of them.
Can we recruit anyone? We can recruit a samurai. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. We need goblin skulls. She's not nowhere near leveled up yet. And then we can change her traits here or buy new traits. Okay. Right, I think let's just jump out straight into a run, shall we? Yeah. As we head to try and find this scout. Wow, the boss is miles away. What do we got upcoming? The rewards, that's a pack of cards. I believe that's a single card. Yeah, we got to go for the pack, don't we? Okay. We've only got 1 goblin rusher. This gives 40 elemental power, 40 crit and less movement speed.
If you stand there, the spirits will help you.
Oh yeah, we don't have the abilities that we had in the last run. Oh, do you know what? Whatever. You can get elemental power, not that it does anything for you.
It's hammer time!
Oh, he is slow, isn't he? Go on, lad. He got twice as much XP. Now, what sort of reward are we going to get? Choice between Samurai or Berserker. Let's go Berserker again. Field Medicine. Heal an ally for 80 base healing and then bonuses from elemental power. So 180% of your elemental power with a cooldown of 7 seconds. Path of Protection again. Awesome ability. We've seen this before and it's pre-upgraded. It's rare. Berserker's Rage. An active ability. Has a 7-second cooldown. Your units gain attack for 5 seconds. I'm not entirely sure what that symbol means. I Am the Wall. We've seen this one before as well. It gives shield based on 5% of the character's max health. Let's go. And we get the usual Fortitude, Boo, and Smelting Stock. I reckon this guy can have Field Medicine and start healing us. You know what? Get rid of Path of Protection. We want Berserker's Rage. 17 attack. Gaining 17 attack. That's nearly doubling their damage. She's got 24 attack. And this buff lasts 5 seconds and the cooldown is 7 seconds. So there's only 2 seconds where it's not active. And I think we need to go for the top path here to get this exclamation mark. So let's head on.
Don't get near the water. Beasts might drag you down and hold on until you stop gasping.
Oh, that's not a pleasant thought. Elemental Nexus Void. Gain 40 cooldown reduction, minus 20 attack speed. Okay. For a start, this is the guy that has field med. So we want him to have massive cooldown reduction so he can spam heals. And then I think we just put her up front. I mean, why not? Nice heal. 45 XP that guy got. Holy moly. I wonder if you get more XP the lower level you are. Collect your rewards. We got some Jade, Fortitude, some Boo, and Smelting Stock. Let's carry on. Goblin Rusher. 3 of them. And we get a card reward and the usual.
Watch your step. If you fall off, I'm not coming to get you.
What do we got on the ground here? 40 defense this combat. I feel like that is just a must. 40 crit and minus 60 movement speed. What's that? Elemental Overload. When a unit enters this tile, gain attack speed, cooldown reduction, and crit. How do we make them go on that tile, though? I don't think it's possible. So, let's go. We can only have 2 guys out at once at the moment. Hopefully that'll change after this fight. I think we were pretty close. Oh, lovely heals. Yeah, smacking away. Get out of here, goblin scum. Nice. What's the reward going to be? I think we get to pick. Yeah. Pick one ability. We can upgrade field medicine. Because at the moment we have a common copy of it. Half of protection. We've got that at rare. So getting a common one wouldn't do anything for now. Berserker's Barrage. We're not using that. Although it is pretty good. And I Am the Wall. That's a rare version, and we've got a common version. Let's actually see what the differences are. 40 shield from 5% of maximum health. And this is... Give me more information, thank you. 7% of max health, so it's an extra 2% shield that you can get. Let's just get some field medicine and combine them so we can get more healing. And I think we definitely want a command point here. Political capital is nice, and I don't really know what scouting parties do. We do get additional rewards. I don't think we need a heal right now. 10 EP. What is EP? I don't know what EP is. Okay. Well, let's just go for the unit experience and the command point. And at this point... I'll just give it to our main woman. Recorrupted spirits here. Let's make camp. We'll get a heal, get an item component. We can get 30 defense for the next 4 encounters, or your command points are temporarily increased by 1. Let's get an item. Plus 100 HP. Absolutely stick that on our main lady. Upgrade this field medicine. So it goes from 80 base healing and 180% elemental power extra healing to 120 base healing, and it keeps the same modifier, 180% elemental power. So it gets 50% more base healing. I mean, that is pretty damn good. Let's see what this does now. Heal an ally for 128. I would say that's a pretty
Clear signs of the
reasonable
patrol.
heal.
It came this way.
Now, how do we want to fight this? We got to have the healer in the back. But we want them to go like this. And try and get the ghosts stuck behind each other. Let's move guys up a little bit more. And yeah, let's start the battle. See what happens. Nice. We blocked this one guy out of combat for now. Wonderful. Although the healer's in the front line, which obviously we don't want. But it's happened now. And that damn, he's not doing a lot of damage, is he? Maybe we needed all three dudes. Oh yeah, go for the weaker one. That's amazing. Okay. Now the healer's not getting attacked. They hopefully can heal the main character. Yeah, nice. I don't know if we're going to be able to get another heal off. Maybe if we're lucky. We're so close. No,
Every
not quite.
beast I kill brings me closer to finding it. I'll get our war banner back.
Hell yeah, healed 640 health. What an absolute madman. You love to see it. All the usual rewards. I think we still need to heal up here. That's the quest. 4 corrupted spirits. Yeah. That scares me. I want to go in fully healed. For the next 4 encounters, fortitude gaining is increased by 15%. For the next 4 encounters, your units gain plus 30 defense. Or we can recruit a Ronin to our party. So, we don't have the room to actually put this guy down. So there's no point in doing the Ronin. And 15% max health is okay. It doesn't really help our 2 little guys, because I think it's only like 90 max health they'll get. Something like that. But 30 defense is going to help keep our units alive for them to be healed. And also we've got a damage ability that scales off defense for our main character. So I think we want to go for the crab doctrine to get 30 defense for the next 4 combats. And let's go.
Let's go.
We got 3 gobos with question mark elemental power. Oh, they're a healer apparently. Heals allies. Okay. We want to sort them out first then. Crit movement speed, 40 attack there, and 40 elemental power. This is the guy that heals, so put him on the elemental power one. I guess we can put that guy there. Yeah, let's just sock it to him. We are rather trapped. Now, does the guy in the back line, is he just applying shield to himself, or is he applying it to an ally? No, it's just to himself there, wasn't it? The healing's keeping us, like, pretty nicely topped up, I would say. It's a big old heal. Amazing. $728 healing. Wow. And we get our usual fortitude boo and smelting stock as rewards. This has 10 goblin rushers in. I think we can handle that, we're fine. They don't have a lot of health, don't goblin rushers. What's this? Plus 40 elemental power.
Get that boost.
You go there. And then,
You stand
yeah.
there.
You stay there. In fact, no, you go there. These guys have 125 health. They're all the same, right? Yeah, they're all the same. Goblin rushers. Okay. We gotta deal a lot of damage. We've got them in a good spot here. They all seem to be lining up, which is a bit strange. But fair play to them. As our tank gets donked on. We are slowly whittling them down. A healer is becoming a tank. Oh no, our healer's in the back, never mind. I guess that guy's got shielding. So he's an off tank. We'll give him that. Show him some respect. I think we've got this fight, yeah. Let's fast forward. Amazing. 5 enemies killed, 713 damage dealt, healed 953 health, and mitigated 186 damage. Them's are some numbers right there. I think we're better off going for the samurai deck here. Because there's more, like, if we get a couple of swipes or I am the wall, there's quite a few good upgrades that we could get. Yeah, sure, let's do it. We got a Makuna's Tincture, which we've all seen before. That applies weaken to enemies. Cursed Tongue. It's an active ability with a 5-second cooldown. Deal 8% of target's max health and apply slow to them over 4 seconds. Then stun the target for 2 seconds. That is a really good ability. Another field medicine. And a swipe, which is the basic attack of the samurai. Beautiful. Let's go. We got some combining to do. Do you know what? Let's upgrade this guy's swipe to give 10 attack speed and an extra 10% scaling attack and flat attack. So rather than 10 base damage, it's 15 base damage, and rather than 30% attack scaling as a bonus additional damage, it's 40%. Yeah. Sounds fantastic. And then we'll put the Makuna's Tincture on this guy instead of I am the wall. Yeah. For now. I do like Cursed Tongue, but it feels like it's a boss killer. It's something you slot in when you want to fight a boss. And we got 12 goblin rushers coming at us here. Do you think it's worth resting now? I think we might as well. We are kind of rinsing the rests. Let's get an item component. I don't really care about 15% fortitude, and we can't put the Ronin on the battlefield, so there's no point. Well, I guess it saves health. Like, you can swap Ronins in and out. Right, let's see what items we got now. Item combinations. You have 2 item components available. Whenever you have 2 item components, you are able to combine them with each other to create an even more powerful item. Click the upgrade icon attached to the item card and select which other item you wish to combine with it. Sturdy cuirass and the leather gloves make the nimble van braces. They give 150 HP plus 15 attack speed, and when attacked, gain 10 attack speed. Wow. Okay. Of course I'm going to make them. They're pretty cracked. Is that when attacked? It's not when hit. So I presume this is like a constant effect. As long as they're being attacked, they get 10 attack speed. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me anyway. Let's go. Goblin rush time.
Scout at? He was supposed to be around here somewhere.
Oh, there's loads of them. We got cooldown reduction, attack speed, attack there. I think we'll put our attacker on the damage one. And then our healer can go on cooldown reduction. Do you know what, actually? Kuna's tincture. Do we want to do that? Yeah, being able to spam Makuna's tincture is actually pretty good. It'll scale the damage of everyone. So, I'm going to say yeah. Let's see how they do. I believe in you, lads. Oh, we got the big bonking ladies on her way to sort out these gobbos. Oh, and she's absolutely annihilating them. Holy moly. That item's crazy. She is popping off. Although she's stuck behind guys now, so bit unfortunate. They've all made a line. Just single file, please. Keep waiting. You'll all get your chance to kill a gobbo. While we're scaling the weakened. Dealing more and more damage.
I've been hiding between those rocks for ages. I knew they'd send someone, but damn, you took your time, didn't you? Oh, it's you. I apologize, Lord. I mean, Commander. Hida, I believed you to be someone else.
My Otsuchi hungers for more!
Missing Scout. The Scout apprentice keeps apologizing to you as you set off. This will be a lesson in humility that he will not soon forget. Let's do a tactical retreat. I think that's where my mistake was when I played previously. I never tactically retreated, and the difficulty spike is huge. So essentially after that screen, in pretty much like the next fight, I'd get absolutely annihilated by a ton of ghosts. We killed 31 enemies. We got a quest to hand in. Give me the Haruma diplomatic advancement tree and political capital. Thanks for fetching me, Commander. Again, I can't begin to express how I should have shown you the proper respect. The progeny of the Great Bear, and I act like an imbecile. I'll let the other Haruma scouts know about your mission. We can be very helpful to our friends. Sick. Right, we want to accept that as well. Did we do any challenges? No, but there's an absolute ton. We've got 3 political capital. Let's see what we can get. We unlock the Haruma tree. We can get the scout. Cost 2. I think we'll buy one of these. Hida formation. Allies who deploy adjacent to each other gain plus 10 defense. Maybe. Witch hunters. We can unlock the witch hunters. Kune experiments at the start of each combat. Deployed allies gain plus 2 EP for the rest of the run. Is that stacking? I wonder if that stacks. It sounds like it would. We could unlock the engineer and Cowie standard equipment. All classless samurai under your command gain 200 max health. We could unlock the scout. We could unlock scouting parties that can reveal the path ahead. Or we can do the Haruma map delivery. See 3 nodes ahead instead of 2. I think we're probably just going to unlock someone here. Let's go for the witch hunter.
Why am I writing diplomatic letters when I could be smashing goblins to bits? I guess the effort wasn't a total waste this time, at least.
These guys leveled up. Which means... What does that? Pick your class. Ooh, hoo, hoo. What do we want? Berserkers, tacticians, or witch hunters? Well, we don't have any ranged at the moment, so how about we get a witch hunter? They have... So it says, Kuni witch hunters are the Crab Clan's elite Shindoshi, tasked with combating tainted monsters, Maho Tsukai, and even corrupted members of their clan. Born with the ability to communicate with spirits, they are taught from a young age how to channel the purifying fury of earth and fire elements with the proper incantations to protect their true identities from evil spirits, which hunters paint their faces with kabuki-like makeup. They have Cinder Step. When attacked, dash away and apply Burning One to the attacker. They have Inner Stillness. The Witch Hunter will remain in place, attuning with the spirits for 7 seconds at the start of combat. The Witch Hunter gains 10 elemental power per second. The longer they are not attacked in this state, up to a maximum of 70 EP. Cinder Step or Inner Stillness? I like the sound of Inner Stillness. Let's get that. Oh, dear. I didn't realise we had this lady. Okay. Well, I guess we've got two mages now. And let's see what a tactician's like. Tacticians are competent fighters, like all samurai. However, one-on-one combat is not where they excel. Like all Hida warriors, their primary objective is to stand tall and protect the kaiju wall from the force of the Shadowlands. Tacticians are schooled in strategy and tactics, which give them an edge to regular warriors. That regular warriors do not possess. Dutifully, they stand shoulder to shoulder with the troops they command. They have rally point. The tactician moves to the rally point. Rally, gain 50 shield. Or rear guard. This tactician always casts their healing abilities on the marked target. Whenever this tactician heals the marked target, they gain plus 15 cooldown reduction. We got a healer. Sure. Alright. Well. Can we recruit anyone? No. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.